ain't no time to play in. War, 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 war.
8 urban celebrities battle it out to learn the ways of the Pacific in order to find out who knows their tikanga best. Oh yeah, and win this Minas prize. An Air New Zealand Works trip for 2 to Rarotonga. 3 nights at Little Polynesian Resort. An Akura Charters fishing trip and progressive dinner for 2. Air Rarotonga flights to Aitutaki and 2 nights at Pacific Resort Aitutaki. And a Vaka Lagoon trip for 2. It's time to ditch the digital and learn the traditional. So get ready. 'Cause Know Your Roots is back, baby! Ah!
Week 4, I know this is at the end, but I'm starting to feel like I made it, man. Just happy as to be here, I'm learning so much.
Where are my stomping grounds of 275 Monjere Bridge? People don't like to claim me as a 275 person because I'm from Mangere Bridge and not Mangere, but you know what? I don't think we should discriminate, okay? I will represent.
Oh yeah, 100% riding that high. But yeah, a little bit nervous, I don't know what today has in store.
We're out here on this boardwalk and I'm just taking my surroundings in, just feeling it.
All of them are shady except for Erroll.
Erroll, he's been really quiet. He's slipped under the radar a fair bit.
Well, I think I've surprised myself. I thought I would have won a challenge by now, but...
Oh, I'm nervous.
I'm the last lady standing, so I have to hold it down. I'm also the last Samoan standing.
At the end of the day, I just want to see the boys make it to the final. We've had girl winners in the past 2 seasons. It's about time we manned up.
Kia ora e te whānau. Hope you all enjoyed the pōwhiri. Maori ora and ka pai for knowing your roots better than your competitors so far.
Another week, baby.
Let's go.
So we're at a marae this morning and it's beautiful. I love coming to the marae. I just get real nervous because of my tics.
So yeah, it's going to be a Maori challenge.
Swiss, you and Uncle Tics must be riding high. Took out last week's challenge. Do you think you can carry that momentum into today?
We'll definitely want to, but as you could see from the episode before, Tom had immunity and Gabby did pretty well and we didn't make it through, so we've still got to bring our best game.
Uncle Tics,
Kia ora e hoa.
be honest, you were glad to see the back of Gabby last week,
Oh.
eh?
Oh my bro. So good to see Gabby gone.
Even though Gabby was my biggest threat, I was hoping that it would be 2 girls in the challenge. And so when I hear both of them talking smack about Gabby, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm gonna do this.
Sapati,
Yes.
who do you want to get eliminated today?
I don't know. I feel that all of us are equally challenged. I mean, sorry.
I would agree with
I think that, you know what? Shut your mouth. No, I want Swiss gone. I want Swiss gone.
I think it comes back down to that Tongan Samoan thing again. I think she just wants to see her Tongan rival go. That's her own insecurity, man.
Erroll, how much do you want to get that dub today?
I want to give it a crack, bro. I've been giving it honest cracks each time. Man, I'm coming for it today.
Well, we're here at Te Puia Memorial Marae in Mangere Bridge. So, pretty obvious, today is going to be a Maori challenge.
In high school, I was real ignorant towards my culture. Being honest, you know, I didn't really take it in when I should have, and it wasn't until I was a lot older where I took it in.
It's been a while since I've been on my own marae. So, oh man, I'm feeling a little bit anxious.
You will be competing in a poi making and kapa haka challenge.
Well, I've done a bit of kapa haka in my younger days, so I'm stoked as with today's challenge.
I've never made a poi in my life, so I think it's a good time to start right now.
I'm going to do well on this challenge, and Pati's going to suck. So let's get rid of the girls, brothers.
Now, it's not my fault that women are just naturally smarter than men. Sorry, Tics. Sorry, Swiss. It's not my fault that I'm just more intelligent naturally than you are.
It's something that goes hand in hand with Aotearoa and Te Iwi Māori. Whether it's at a pōwhiri, a school assembly, or a show in Rotorua, there's something about kapa haka that gets the heart pumping and forms a connection to this land. And today, you will be forming that connection too.
I'm bloody nervous, man, but I'll do this for my old man.
I think Uncle Tics shouldn't be underestimated. He may be a little bit nervous, but I reckon he'll bring it.
This is an individual challenge.
That was the best thing I could have ever heard, because if these boys had the chance, they would vote me off like nobody's business.
You will have 30 minutes to learn and rehearse your routine. but you know we're not going to make it that easy on you. So within that time, you must also make your poi.
I guess it's definitely doable, but I hope he's not expecting the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Today, we are very blessed to have a kapa haka here from Te Wharekura o Rākau Mangamanga, and our guest judge will be Pai Marire.
Today we've got this lovely wahine, Pai Marire, is our guest judge, which is awesome. She better not bloody vote me off, though.
Kia ora koutou, kei te rikarika ahau ki te mātakitaki i ngō koutou pukena. Nā reira, kia matara e hoa ma.
I don't know any Maori, so I don't know what she's saying. Then I turn to Tics and I'm like, I'm pretty sure they can't understand what she's saying either, so I'm probably good.
The group come out, looks mean as.
So I'm watching everything they do, and hopefully I can replicate that and take out this challenge.
I'm watching the guys' movements with the taiaha. The poi work, I think that's probably the part that I'm really going to use that half an hour to try and conquer.
Just looking at it makes me fucking 10 times more nervous.
Bro, just calm down, take a breather. You know who you are, doesn't matter. What anyone else thinks.
How the hell am I supposed to bloody learn this in 30 minutes, Ollie?
To be honest, man, like just real proud, eh? Just to seeing such young people just representing our culture, man, it makes me want to do the same.
They're amazing at their mahi, and I respect that. So really excited to learn something because I've never done this.
So I used to do a little bit of kapas when I was, all through my primary days.
I believe they have more pressure on them to deliver today because they are Maori boys. If they stuff up, then they're going to have to go back home and face all their iwis. Tell them the bad news that they got beaten by a Tongan.
You will be competing in a poi making and kapa haka challenge. You will have 30 minutes to learn and rehearse your routine. Within that time, you must also make your poi. Today, we are very blessed to have a kapa haka here from Te Wharekura o Rākau Mangamanga, and our guest judge will be Pai Marire. Okay, koutou mā, the winner of this challenge is safe and goes through to next week. The rest of you, someone will be going home today. So I hope you're all watching that awesome demonstration closely because your 30 minutes starts inayanai.
Put my brain into go mode and just went for it, bro.
I grab the yarn and I wrap it around 20 times.
So I grabbed the piece of wool and start wrapping it around the board.
I'm trying to make this poi, and I look over to my left. Swiss is right there, and the bro is hooning through it, eh?
Sort out the actual string part of the poi. Make sure I get the right length before I start plaiting it.
I measure my wrist to my shoulder 6 times.
So I'm going, oh!
Knotted the top end of it so there was a loop, and then I put it on my toe. Disgusting. And then I plaited to get the rope end of my poi.
Come around and see my putty toes if you want to. That's hard as hell. There's so much going on this little ball of fluff.
Reached over to the bag and tried to grab a handful to make the ball on the end, and put enough in there and chucked the plastic bag on top and wrapped it a fair few times before I got the floss and tied in the end.
And then I stuffed it and then wrapped it and sellotaped it as fast as I could. And then I just went and started practicing.
I don't know what Tics is up to, I don't know what Pati's up to, but I can see Swiss right next to me just smashing it, cuz.
And then as soon as I started practicing, oh no! My poi went flying everywhere.
Pati's poi came off a string.
So I was just like, it's okay, take a deep breath, go back to the station and just fix your poi and it's fine, you'll figure it out.
15 minutes left.
So that leaves 15 minutes for me to learn the rākau and the poi, and my poi hasn't even been made.
I my pants at 15 minutes.
Tics is in my ear.
I just want Pati to shut up.
It's called shutting your mouth.
The first move was pretty simple. It was a spin and catch.
So, yeah, it was me now. Finally, that's the first time I've ever touched a poi in my life. Ah!
And I was looking at my poi, and the thing was looking dodgy as I was going, is this thing even put together correctly?
As Tongans, we have something similar called the kailao, where we use sticks as well.
5 minutes.
I know it's not Ollie's fault, but I really just wanted to clock him.
I got this, bro. Let's start with our big rakos.
I managed to kind of loosely get a hold of the sequence, and so I said, okay, sweet, that's in there enough. I have to start learning this rako sequence.
Okay, I'll just go to Paimariri and just ask her to just quickly run me through the poi dance work. She said, it doesn't matter if you mess up the actions, what matters is the attitude and the energy that you put into it.
1 minute.
Oh, then Ollie says 1 minute left, and I'm just like,
The old anxiety levels are starting to raise.
felt like I was gonna my pants again. Yeah, I was a bit nervous.
I'm feeling nervous because the poi is still not down packed.
5, 4, 3.
2, 1. I'm like, whatever. It's whatever.
Shut up, pal.
Yeah, shut up.
Time's up.
Ollie calls time. I'm feeling confident with all the actions, but I just hope my poi sticks together. I hear that guitar kick off, and man, I can feel something happening inside. It feels like there's something in the air.
His stance was good. He had his, face, was doing all the right things.
I'm just feeling some type of way right now, and I'm just going, this is just amazing.
So I fucking took everything he was doing. I was putting it into my noggin to try and, learn off him.
When I picked up that rako, I could feel something in it. And I was like, whoa, and I just started going for it, bro. It was just an amazing feeling.
I was really freaking out. I think all of us were. I could feel the nervousness radiating off both Tics and Swiss next to me.
So Pati's up next. And, she's confident as.
In my head, I'm sort of wondering how she's going to go because she is a proud Samoan girl.
I just did a pukana, did a little, and then stepped into it, and then did everything that felt natural to me.
Her timing was perfect. Like, when they were going up, she went up with them. Even her footwork was really on.
She actually practiced most of her time because she got her poi done so fast. So she got it straight off the cuff. I was pissed off with that. She's Samoan. Get out of here.
Man, she just looks absolutely beautiful, man. And she's just giving mana and heart to the rako and to the poi, and I was just absolutely blown away.
She just nailed it with all the moves, bro.
It makes me feel even more nervous. Yeah, she killed it.
I'm finally up. I'm feeling really nervous, a bit overwhelmed.
If anything, I'm nervous for Uncle Tics because he's been complaining all day about the challenge.
Oh, take my head off to that guy, man.
I'm praying to God because all the first 2 performances have gone really well, and I'm praying that this guy stuffs it up.
Doing my thing, and I'm really loving it, I'm really feeling it. I, lost pace a little bit. That's all right, at least I'm still doing something, enjoying myself.
He's actually doing really good, and good on him, I'm proud of him for that.
His face, it just had this light to it. And as he was going through it, he was just so beautiful.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. It just hit me, bro. Out of nowhere. You wouldn't believe it. Just all this wairua came over me, bro. And I just saw him, old man.
Seeing him break down in tears, it was pretty heartwarming in a sense to see the bro sort of feel it like that, you know what I mean?
For him to just know internally, my dad would be proud of my performance, I felt really happy for him, to feel that acceptance, not just from his culture, but also just from himself.
I was so proud of him. He's just an exceptional human being.
Last 3 weeks of being on the show was hard, but seeing my mates come up to me and give me their aroha, their awhi, it made me really smile. Yeah. Oh man, my old man would be so proud of me. Oh man. I wish you could see that.
I'm glad I went before because there's no way Tics is going on. After crying, I was like, damn, I should have done that. So Swiss is standing there, he's got his feet ready, looks up and gives this like death stare, and I was like, oh, it's all over now.
I was nervous because I had to watch everyone else before me. So going through my head is like, I've got to try and top these guys somehow. I picked up my poi. Started off all right. I think I got the first 2 catches.
You know, me being Maori and then having to do a whole different culture. And he went there today, man. He brought that Tongan spice, but he still upheld the mana of Te Ao Māori.
And I just looked at his stick, so his rako is up the wrong way.
I feel awesome.
It was literally like all power. Shit!
You will be competing in a poi making and kapa haka challenge. Our guest judge will be Pai Marire.
I'm just feeling some type of way right now, and I'm just going, wow, this is just amazing.
She's actually done pretty well. Yeah, she killed it.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. This wairua came over me, bro, and I just saw my old man.
Going through my head is like, I've got to try and top these guys somehow.
His rako is up the wrong way.
Awe, kei runga no watu koutou katoa. Ngā mihi nui. That was amazing, guys. Honestly, you gave me goosebumps, and that's what we call ihi.
Everyone wore their heart on their sleeve, man. That was no easy task.
Swiss, how do you think you did, brother?
Yeah, we came into the challenge knowing what it was, but I didn't think we'd feel the feelings that we did, you know what I mean? We definitely felt the mana today.
And that's something I can respect. Big Tongan boy, out of his comfort zone, doing his own thing.
Tics, saw the emotion come out of you towards the end there, bro.
Bro, I'd never felt like that before. Certain mana I've never had in my life, so yeah, I did that for my family, Jake.
He has such a range of different colours and shades to his personality. He has an availability unlike anything I've ever seen. It was a pleasure to be a part of that sequence. Tics.
Pai Marire, how did they all do?
In Erroll's performance, I enjoyed watching his stance. He was natural.
I'm like, damn, he's gonna win.
Swiss, it was good seeing his tonga side and how he combined the two.
I'm representing my people, eh? So I think if there's anything to do with representing Tonga, then I'm honestly happy with it.
Pati, I also enjoyed how she done her Samoa callings.
So yeah, I was like, okay, hopefully that means something.
And Tics, your emotions just took over me and I really enjoyed your performance.
Again, when I was younger, bro, everyone used to look down on me doing this sort of jazz because of my tics and that. And the reason I never did this when I was younger was because of that. But I'm finally glad that I did it.
That being said, Pai Marire, who was the winner of our challenge today?
So this winner was confidence,
So I'm like, oh, Erroll.
had a lot to carry, was natural.
And I was like, to Tics.
So the winner for today is Pati.
Of course, Pati's the winner.
I'm pretty gutted. I thought I did pretty well, and I thought I was really up there.
As much as we've been talking smack about Pati, I was actually happy. It was cool to see that she got through.
Do you want to know how good it feels? It feels like this.
Ka pai Pati, you're today's winner. That means you're safe you're going through to the final of Know Your Roots Season 3.
It feels so good to take this out, especially considering there was a lot of chatter about it being an all-boys final. I was like, I'll be damned.
So that leaves 3 of you, the Tāne. Paimarire and I have spoken, and we have decided who performed worst today. Erroll.
Erroll.
You
My puku just goes,
are
I'm just going, du-du, du-du, du-du.
safe, brother. You performed wonderfully. You're going through to the grand final with Pati.
When Ollie made Erroll his pants. It's probably my highlight of the day, really.
I'm stoked that I get to go through, but I'm also like, I'm going to lose Tics or Swiss.
Uncle Tics, Swiss, one of you will be joining Pati and Erroll in the grand final. The other, your Know Your Roots journey comes to an end.
Either one of us deserved to go through. It wasn't a loss for either one of us either. This was such a great day.
Tics. Congrats, brother. You're a grand finalist.
You know, I wasn't actually that worried at all. Joking. No, my pants.
Unfortunately, Swiss, sorry, bro. You had your tire up the wrong way, bro. That was what I had to go off because all of your performances were that good.
Later, Swiss. It was nice knowing you.
Today I walk away with my head held high. There's actually strong relationships that have been built, and I think that's what this is really. It's been a blessing.
Coming into this competition 4 weeks ago, I did not see myself still being in this competition. I thought I was very weak-minded. Through this competition, I've also learnt that I'm not weak-minded, I'm quite strong. I believe in yourself when you do stuff because, bloody hell, you can do anything you want to do when you put your mind to it, mate, trust me.
I walk away from this more inspired to continue to work hard.
Away from all the cool stuff that you do, Swiss, bro, you got heart, you got mana. I can't think of anything else you could ask from a person, bro.
You know, like we have our mahi. These sort of shows are the perks of doing so good on this side of our lives, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's been awesome. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate it.
I'm coming for Tics, man. I'm coming for Tics.
Whoa.
Who's going to win Know Your Roots? I want to.
Erroll, he can stay. Whatever.
Who do you reckon's going to win, Cuss?
I'm gonna win. The grand final day. I'm excited!
I made it to the final. Me!
I'm going to be the new Know Your Roots champion.
It was a little
Shut up!
Sapati, she has no strengths. I said it. What are you gonna do about it? No, she's all good. Just don't let her know I said that, eh?